5 books you need to read this summer and 5 books I want to read this summer. Starting with actually what was my most recent read, we have One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I wish I had read this by the beach or something because I know that would have made it even better. This was so complex and the characters, the writing, it was all amazing. I love when the two main characters in a book, like they just get each other in a way that no one else has ever gotten them before. You really just like they saw each other, exactly what each other needed in life. You need to read this summer. And for the most part, these are fun summer romance reads because I feel like summer is for romance and I save all my fantasy books for fall, but for a young adult option, we have The Summer of Broken Rules. This book was so cute and fun. This is about our main character who's at a family wedding on Martha's Vineyard, and there's a game of assassin being played between all the family members, which I think adds a fun little like twist to spice things up. Next, I read this one at the beginning of this year and it was a 5-star pretty much immediately. I didn't have to think about it at all, and that is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Basically, our main female character is the guy who leaves her to be with his childhood best friend, and then the childhood best friend's boyfriend also gets dumped in that process, obviously, and those are our two main characters, Miles and Daphne. Similar to One Golden Summer, I just feel like Emily Henry and the next author I'm going to talk about, just like it's romance, but it's complex. I just like felt like these characters were so real, and it takes place over summer, so there you go. The next author is Abby Jimenez. Just for the summer, this book, I just felt like these characters felt so real, and I loved it. Basically, our main character thinks that she is cursed because every time she goes on a date with a guy, the next person that guy goes on a date with ends up being the love of his life. And she posts it on Reddit, I believe. And then she meets a male character who has the exact same thing happen to him, so they decide they should go on a date because then afterward, they will both meet the love of their life. However, if you're not looking for anything super complex, you just want a fun, along for the ride book, there is no better time to read cowboy romance than in summer. I'm sorry, cowboy romance summer. Is there anything better? I just read the entire Chestnut Springs series and it was honestly so much fun. They didn't change my life necessarily, but it was enjoyable, you know? And I flew through them. I read them so fast. So if you're in a reading slump, highly recommend a cute little cowboy romance series. An honorable mention, because I don't think this book necessarily takes place in summer, but if you want something that's like a romance, but also like absolutely heart-wrenching, will rip your heart out of your chest and you will cry, May Luna by Kelly McNeil is in it. Fantastic book. I don't hear people talk about it very much. I love this book so much. Now, rapid fire, the books that I want to read this summer. Problematic Summer Romance by Allie Hazelwood, because I have heard so many people rave about this. Promise Me Sunshine, because this cover just gives good vibes, and I've heard that this is also a complex story. It's a Love Story by Annabelle Monaghan. Primetime Romance, which I'm pretty sure is like magical realism. I love my girl Sarah Adams. We have The Match. So sorry to add so many books to your already never-ending TBR.